Let's talk about the overview of the editor, where you actually start working in these projects. We're going to talk a little bit about the document, workspace, sidebars, talk about switching between previous and next views, undo, and other top toolbar controls. So we'll start by going into our McCaffrey stem cell case. Again, slightly different version of it. All right. And so first, let's talk about the overall layout of the LiquidText editor, which we have here. So as you know, of course, we have the document on the left, the workspace on the right. You can, of course, switch that if you happen to be left-handed in the options menu. Now, on the left, we have the document sidebar. Now, you notice the way the sidebar works. You can tap the little arrow on the bottom to make it expand or shrink. Same thing works for the workspace sidebar. You can also access the different documents by tapping this bottom button on the sidebar. So you can access the documents without having to expand the sidebar, just like this. This is also true for the workspaces. Okay, now let's talk a little bit about the top bar up here. Now, of course, you know what the home button does. These two, some people don't know what these are for. These are for the previous or next view. So for example, we're on page 3 right now of this document. If we now say scroll down to page 9, and then I say, well, now I want to go back to where I was before. I just tap and it takes me back to page 3. And of course, I can tap forward to go back to page 9 and so on. This is, of course, undo. You're probably familiar with that. These are the inking features. We'll talk a little bit more about those later. And then, of course, we have find, help, where we have little video demos of all the major features of the product, options, and of course, send. Excellent. Okay. So that's the editor overview. We talked a little bit about the overall layout of the app, last view and next view, undo, and the other top bar controls.